All right, what is going on today, guys? If you're an SMMA owner in 2022, make sure you watch this video because you might be trying to build systems right now, processes in the company, SOPs. You know, maybe you're diving into software to help you automate and delegate tasks so that you can scale. These are gonna be the top softwares that I'm currently using, okay? I'm gonna be going through a whole list and then talking about the cost, what's involved, so that you know and have the right expectations going in. So, like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below any questions you have about any of these softwares. Maybe you used them before, hasn't worked out for you. You know, maybe I could pull you back in. But let's just hop right into this. So the first one is Honeybook, okay? Combined with DocuSign. So Honeybook and DocuSign. This is where we use for our contracts. DocuSign is where they sign it, okay? And you can use, you know, the second one I'm gonna write is Zapier. You can use Zapier to hook these two up together. Okay, so that's where you're setting expectations, getting the client to sign contracts, getting those contracts signed. These are great tools right off the bat. So yeah, Zapier is the second. That's how you're gonna connect some of these apps together so that when something happens in here, it can then happen in here, okay? Next one is gonna be Calendly. This is where people can book onboarding calls, people can book ad reporting calls, people can book, you know, quarterly review calls as far as clients. You need to have these systems in place so that you're not like having bad retention. You're always giving the client's ability to book a call and always talk and strategize and all that. You need to make that path open for the client. The next one is gonna be Slack, okay? Slack is a great software. We use that for all the client chats. Every single client gets thrown into their own Slack chat, so there's no confusion, there's no like crappy communication. So we can set expectations with them there, get assets from them. Now there is another software that I've been diving into recently, and I'm gonna kind of like split up this list right here. So there's one called Basecamp that I'm starting to get into, and Basecamp basically centralizes like your Slack chats, your project management software. So if you're using like, and I'll get into these, but if it's like ClickUp, which we use, or you're using Trello, that's great. And I'll get into those, but Basecamp is taking, you know, Trello, ClickUp, even Calendly, you know, Slack, Google Drive, Dropbox, and putting it all in one, okay? All in one. So I'm trying to move all my automations in Zapier to Basecamp to see if it can work. If it can, then we can have things way more centralized. Because a lot of people right now, they just like, if a client sends a logo or a video asset or whatever, it'll go into a Google Drive, and then as a team, we have to go in and access it. Sometimes the link's private, but with Basecamp, it already has its own like uploading, like a Google Drive, like a Dropbox. It already has a chat like Slack does. It has everything just in one project. That one project has a chat, has a to-do list, where you have your project management, and then it has like where you can upload files and stuff, and it all stays in one place. You're not clicking, you're not having 8-5 tabs. You know, you can keep it all centralized in here. Okay, and that then brings you to ClickUp and Trello. If you're just starting out, get ClickUp or Trello. These are project management softwares that are gonna help you obviously have a board or list for each client, things that need to get done for each client, so that you're not in, you know, in the dark. You wanna make sure that you're organized, and this is very, very important, okay? The next software is gonna be a CRM. So I use Close.com. You can also use Hubspot, okay? I've heard good things and bad things about Hubspot. This CRM has done wonders for us. HubSpot's good, but you gotta find the right developer to obviously set it up for you so you have the right SMS automations, email automations, you know, the right follow-up, lead nurture, all that fun stuff. Because if you don't have the right automations, no CRM will work for you, okay? And that's where you're really starting to get into the sales and the back end of the business and building really, really good systems. Another software is going to be, so we have contracts, how we connect the apps together. Okay, next one is gonna be Google Forms. Okay, Google Forms, Google Sheets, Typeform, and then ClickFunnels. That's huge, okay? Google Forms is where you're gonna have your clients fill out onboarding forms, where you can ask them specific questions about their business that can help you write their landing pages, that can help you know more about the business, the pain points, the psychological triggers, why this offer, this irresistible offer is even better than what it is on paper, okay? So that's gonna help with your onboarding process. Google Sheets is good for just tracking clients, client information. Also, Google Sheets is good for an employee directory. It's good for, employee accountability, stuff like that, so that everybody's getting their tasks done and they can be tracked weekly. Typeform, that's another onboarding software that we use where they fill out basic information about like their best-selling product, their website URL, their login, all of that is in there. And then ClickFunnels is where we build, all of our client funnels. We also build my own lead gen funnels because I don't care what size you're at, you need to have some type of lead gen or landing page that shows your services, that shows your, testimonials, FAQs, has a nice introductory video. You need some type of landing page for that lead gen source. And then obviously Facebook, I'm just gonna put BM. You need to have a Facebook business manager. Okay, you wanna make sure that you do become a Facebook partner and use those agency tools on the back end so that you can obviously get more verifiable. You can get a Facebook rep, all that stuff. But this is basically it for the biggest softwares that I'm using right now in the business. I mean, just to add would be like Zoom as well for team meetings. That's basically it. The other thing is too, is like if you're running a team, make sure that people have Macs. If they don't have Macs, that really does fuck up with a lot of the streamlining in this. Macs help a lot with like Zoom and the iMessage and just like how these apps integrate together on like one desktop. Because I'm telling you right now, sometimes Windows, they like crash and it's just like really terrible. So keep these all in mind. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have questions about each software and any like quick tips or tricks, or you want me to make a video about a specific software here, just comment down below and I'll do so. But I thank you guys for stopping by again, and just like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys